probably. I've used interwebs, aimware.
Can you say what they are and what they do?
Well, they're just kind of like all you do is they're executables, but they inject themselves. There's no injector, and basically, what do you mean by this question?
Like, does it aim for you? Does it shoot? Does it get headshots on the 5th bullet? Is there something out there that does that?
There's settings where you can like make it.
Yeah.
If it's a certain FOV, it'll snap to them. But if it's not in that FOV, it won't do anything. It'll just make it look like you're not doing anything. If you understand what I just said.
Field of view. I get it.
Yeah. And there's like trigger bots, but you guys already know what that means.
Right, it means it automatically shoots when you put after a certain amount of time that you set when you have your crosshair on the target. Now, does TriggerBot make it more difficult to aim on a target if you have it set to like 200 milliseconds, the guy comes out and you have an AWP and you just want to kind of shoot him, but he just kind of walks right past the crosshair?
Well, I mean, what I do is I have it set to a button, so if I hold down that button, it'll automatically use TriggerBot, but if not, I can just kind of shoot normally.
Personally, I don't use TriggerBot because it's really obvious, and it's the easiest way to get caught.
It is because your reaction times can be insane. Like that video you made about the 0.66 or something millisecond reaction times. That's just insane. That was obviously a trigger bot. It's super easy to know. Oh yeah, that's a trigger.
Cool. Hey,
are there ever people that have reaction times fast enough that you think that they're cheating?
I mean, I've seen a couple people that have like insane reaction times, but none personally that I know are legit. Yeah.
Pretty easy to tell the differences. I mean, if you're paying attention.
Just for the people that just showed up, we're interviewing 2 cheaters that want to talk about cheats. Prophet's not using cheats.
I'm not using cheats. I'm just shooting bots trying to get my aim on point because I feel like I suck so bad right now.
Okay, Prophet, we won't tell them that you're cheating. It's okay.
Does it really look like he's cheating ever?
Sometimes, yeah, because his reaction time's insane. But, like, not obvious, but I mean, if an Overwatch person were to find him, maybe.
See, I've had really good games where, like, I've watched the demo, and I've been like, you know what, if I were overwatching me, I'd probably think I was cheating.
Yeah, I've had that moments when watching your stream, too. It's like,
you were like...
you have a trigger bot, or maybe even walls, because you know where they are.
If you use the scout more, I would definitely think that you're cheating, because, like, there's not too many people that can do that. Like,
well, actually, on my legit account, I've been practicing with the scout for like a few months. It's like, if you get really good with the scout, you get so many accusations, it's actually kind of funny.
Yo, if you want, I could launch my game with one of my cheats and, like, give you a rundown of everything.
Sounds good.
Want. Right?
Guys in chat, please ask questions and we'll try to get them to answer them if you have any questions.
Don't answer anything.
I'm struggling beating 51 seconds today.
So I've got a question for y'all. Why did you start cheating?
Oh boy. Well, I started back, wait, is this limited to CSGO or like Counter-Strike? Or like just in general?
In general, then CSGO.
Alright, well, in general, I started cheating back in Combat Arms, back in 2009, I think. And that got me into cheating, and then I went to like Gmod and then CSS. But what got me into CSS cheating was actually Face It, and I entered a tournament, and I ended up winning in the top 3 teams. So yeah, that kind of got me really into cheating.
Wait, so you've won money off of cheating?
Yeah, I won $50 off that tournament.
I think you should be arrested.
That's cold, man.
I do. Yeah. If there's money involved, I think that it should be a federal offense.
Well, like,
I mean, it was only $50.
Don't ever say only.
They only killed.
Justify it.
They only killed like how many million Jews in the Holocaust?
Shot 3 times.
You know, it's if we start thinking like that, then Oh well, I'm not here to judge you, buddy. Tell us about your cheats. Oh, okay,
about my cheats.
So no. I want to hear Steven. Steven, why did you start cheating in Counter-Strike, and why did you start cheating in general? Did it start with Counter-Strike, or have you been a cheater long term?
Well, it started with CSS. Like, what happened was I went on the Pirate Bay. You've ever heard of that website?
Maybe.
Yeah, and I found like a non-Steam version of CSS, so I downloaded that, and then I'm just like, oh screw it, there's no VAC, why don't I just cheat? And then I'm like, I found Counter-Strike on Steam, like when it came out in 2012, and I'm like, I wonder if I can cheat in this game.
So it was just like a challenge to you?
Yeah, kind of. Like, after Counter-Strike Source, I'm like, I know I can cheat in Counter-Strike, and there's this new version, it's gotta be vulnerable, it's gotta have a ton of glitches.
So why do you still cheat?
I don't know, I just think it's kind of funny just to see all the people in chat just get really mad at you because you're just wallbanging them through anything. Like, I play Cash, and then everything's wallbangable there, so it's just fun to see people get mad at you when you're raging. I know, I'm a bad person.
Do you have a legit cheat?
I mean, on like, Smurf, where I'm trying to rank it up, and, like, well, I don't know. Sometimes I do. Short answer, sometimes.
Alright. Sneaky, tell us about your cheats.
You want to know, like, all the cheats I use?
Yeah, and how do they work together?
Oh boy, okay. Well, I'll list off a couple names of, like, cheat providers that I use, and then I'll list off, like, a bunch of cool stuff that they have in them and shit. Alright?
Don't give out websites.
What are you gonna start with?
I won't give out any websites, I'll just tell what the name of the cheat is, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so I have Aimware, Crystal Meth, iWebs, Platinum Cheats, Unity, but, like, I never use it because it's, like, not that good of a cheat.
Unity isn't good for rage, it's only good for legit.
Yeah, I also have Zeus, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Crack Zeus or legit Zeus?
No, I have private Zeus.
Oh, like the actual one, not the one that someone cracked.
Yeah. And, the basis of what mostly all cheats have in them, they have rage features, which is meant for fighting other hackers.
Do you ever go into servers and just play against other hackers?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's the main reason.
Are there like competitive servers that are all hackers versus hackers?
Yes, it's called Hack v Hack. There's like 4 or 5 servers with like really good ping close to me, so there's got to be at least like 15 servers.
Do they have like a league or a tournament yearly or something?
Well, I'm not sure.
There was one that they tried to host, but it ended up like messing up because they like messed up the rankings and shit. But they tried to get together a tournament where you got teams of 5 and then you would just hack and whoever won would go on like a bracket.
Yeah. Sorry about the background noise, there's like something going on at my house.
No problem. Alright, viewer questions. Let me see if I can find them.
Alright, go ahead, shoot. I mean, I feel bad for cheating, but then it's also just so fun.
I feel bad for cheating too, but then I remember that I never cheat in matchmaking, so I don't feel that bad about it.
I only used to cheat in Face It, and I cheated in Esea for a little bit there, but...
What do you guys feel the best cheat is to use in Hacker vs. Hacker?
Hacker vs. Hacker, I would either say iWebs or maybe Aimware.
Are you talking like just in general, like the best cheater, the best one that you could get like without being really exclusively like popular in the scene?
Just you know, if you're playing against a hacker, what cheat would you want to have to beat another cheater?
Yeah, Aimware. But also like I've met some really good coders that have like built cheats themselves that have outlasted Aimware with like flying colors. So I mean, if I could,
I made my own cheat for no spread.
How well does it work?
It works pretty well. It could compete with like Styles.
Really? With no spread?
Yeah.
I actually coded my own skin changer one day. I was just bored and I'm like, you know, I really want to howl, so that's what I did. Because like, I don't want to pay for skins, but people say it doesn't matter for skins, but I'm like, if it's undetected and it's a skin changer, I just don't really care. It's fun to have the skins.
You said something about if you're not pro, you can't get this cheat. Are there pro-only cheats?
Well, I mean, probably.
Well, there's
like I've seen some pretty interesting cheat concepts. Like there's a concept where you just plug in your phone via USB and it injects cheats into your game. And have you ever heard of cheats online? It's like where you just go to this website and then via Internet Explorer, it can inject cheats from an Internet Explorer on a web page into CS:GO, and it's completely undetected. There's many ways pros can cheat, but I've never really heard of a pro-only cheat, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, you're not pro, so you wouldn't, right?
I mean,
yeah, I'm pretty sure there's been a few.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard of cheats where you have to be on like a list and only they give it out to like 200 people.
Well, there's platinum cheats, which has a list where there's only a certain amount of people every month who are able to subscribe.
Well,
like Sneaky would know.
There's a cheat that's considered the best cheat, like, that is in CS:GO right now. It's called Skeet. Skeet.cc. Skeet. It's basically unbeatable. It can resolve like any anti-aim, and it has really good fake lag prediction.
It's great.
But
and
what you need to do,
select people that have it, so.
Yeah, you need to be like really like good friends with the owner, and he like doesn't really like talk to too many other people.
Yeah.
Or you could, there's a co-owner of the cheat, you could just send leg pictures to her and she'll like get you in. It's kind of weird how it works. Not gonna lie, it kind of creeps me out.
It's kind of like, it's shady. It's kind of like drug dealing.
Yeah. And actually highly illegal. A little bit ago, one of the more popular HVHers, for Hack vs. Hackers, they send a dick pic to a 13-year-old, so... Brahma.
Who?
Zane.
Really? Zane?
Yeah. Because he tried to get into Skeet. People
right. I don't want to get into all that just because,
Yeah, you probably don't.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Demonetization is a pretty big thing. Any other questions the viewers got? I'll check in the chat myself, actually.
Is there a decent, or wait, is there a CAUS hack? Is there an ESEA hack, I guess, is what this is
Well, I
saying.
mean, there are hacks that work on ESEA, but I've never really heard of an ESEA-specific hack. I mean, there's just cheats that work on ESEA.
If you're gonna get a cheat that works on ESEA, like, no cheats work that have visuals on ESEA.
Yes.
But if you get platinum cheats, there's a specific, like, config that you could put on that won't get you banned on ESEA.
Like an aimbot would work on ESEA then?
Well,
yeah, but you need to set it to, like, a really, really low FOV.
Yeah, you've got to have it on, like...
Why does ESEA have the ability to catch cheats and Matchmaker not? Just because it's more intrusive and it's like taking screenshots or something?
I've never looked into it. I don't really know about ESEA anti-cheat. I've never looked at it, but it obviously goes through more of your computer than other anti-cheats and stuff. I could explain it. I
could explain this pretty in depth. So, what happens is there's, like, say you have Aimware. Aimware is a kernel driver cheat, and it installs itself on your kernel driver. So whenever you try to inject it into your game, it's injecting from your kernel driver. And the difference between any other, like, competitive thing is ESEA. You download the client onto your computer, and it manually scans your root, like, directory. And if it finds anything that's suspicious, it'll ban you. That's the only reason why it can detect stuff, is because it's manually searching through your root directory.
Yeah, well, VAC is only searching, like, through your superficial files and whatnot.
Yeah.
I also ran into this other cheat that gets around VAC by, have you ever heard of $5 cheats?
Yeah.
Yeah, how they make you put it on a flash drive so that VAC only scans your C drive and any other drives directly in your computer. Like, they just skip over the flash drives for some reason.
Yeah, I think you also have to do that for iWebs.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Do you ever feel like an asshole when you're killing legitimate players?
Yeah, but I just think it's too fun.
I mean, honestly, all that I do, I load up Slam where you just, like, can spam music.
Yeah,
I go into a game, play legit for a while, rage hack, spam music, and then leave if they start complaining. But most people, they're, like, cool about it. They, like, want to ask questions about cheats and shit. Yeah.
I've only run into like a few people like that in like a few years of cheating. I've gone through 6 accounts. This is my 6th.
I've never been banned.
Like, dude, you're a lucky shit. I've spent like, I don't know, maybe $65. No, it's over $80 on just copies of Counter-Strike alone.
You guys believe I haven't spent a single cent on Counter-Strike?
No, because you have an op graphite.
Someone gave it to me, and someone gave me this account for Counter-Strike. Like, they bought me Counter-Strike to play on their team during the beta season.
You've never paid a cent.
Just a heads up, this is a really, like, kind of little known thing. If you're a hacker, you probably know about it. You could buy accounts on G2A off the Russian market for $2.
I've done that.
So...
But I only did it with this most recent one. I didn't actually know about it until this account I'm on.
So really, if like people are cheating, there's not really as big of a loss just because they could buy it for $2 again.
I'm glad that they don't, but I mean, for the sake of all legit players, I feel like Steam should implement IP bans.
Yeah.
Did you hear that China is gonna actually not only doing IP bans, but they're banning by your ID? So basically,
your hardware ID.
Well, there's multiple ways to like get around that. That's the sad part.
Yeah, you can still get around. You could probably play from a VPN for one if they get IP banned, and I guess you could play on a different computer even if you have another one if you get hardware banned.
Well, there's a command that you could put in CMD that actually resets your hardware ID.
Really?
Yeah, all that it does besides that is it clears your computer cache, so just make sure you don't have anything in there that you like will.
What's the command? Actually, let's not get into that. That was a stream.
Let me see what the next question is.
Alright.
What percentage of players do you believe cheat?
Are you talking pro or just all players?
All players. We'll go to pro next.
All players. Oh, bye-bye, Sneaky. He's gone. All percent. I would say maybe 40 to 50 because cheating is just because of the way CSGO is built is there's so many vulnerabilities and there's a lot of people who just enjoy cheating. I've run into, if you play non-prime, it's just hell with cheaters. I've run into about, I don't know, 5 cheaters in my past 6 games, just non-prime. So there's many people out there that cheat. I'm pretty sure you could look up statistics.
What about pros?
I mean, there's no proof for sure, but I'm pretty sure at least a few people cheat. I mean, if there's an option to cheat and you're getting paid for it, it's really illegal, but if you're gonna get more money for it, they're gonna do it. So I can name 2 people off the top of my head that I believe are cheating. Like, just me, I would say Sabrosa and Flesha. I believe those 2 are cheating.
What do you think?
The way Sabrosa plays.
What do you think about cheats being installed on mice like aimbots and things that are, you know, slow FOV aimbots that just give players a little bit of an advantage and they could get away using them on LAN because it wouldn't be detectable?
Well, I mean, I think that that's a really clever way of cheating, but I don't support it. I think it's really clever that people are able to come up with little computer chips they can put in their mice, maybe even program macros that can do that. Because some people are really fluent in macro coding languages that can do that, but it's really, I think it's really impressive how they can do that, but I don't know if I support it.
Have you ever lost to someone that wasn't cheating in like Matchmaker and gotten upset about it, even though you were cheating your ass off?
Is this a viewer question?
No, this is a question for me.
Oh, really? Let's see.
Because I often actually have games where I'll like beat them by like 16, 14.
Yeah, you're meeting a spin botter and then you somehow win. I love those videos. I think it's really cool how your reaction time's better than a damn aimbot. But have I ever lost against a cheater? No. I mean a legit player. No, I have never lost against a legit player if I'm rage cheating. So I've never lost against a legit player, which I don't know. Maybe it could happen if I ever play against you.
Have you ever joined a game just to find that everyone on the other team was cheating and you were just kind of screwed?
Well, I've never really run into a game where everyone else on the other team was cheating, but I've actually had my last account, I just put hack v hack question mark in the name. So whenever I joined a game, there's bound to be someone on the other team who's like, oh, hack v hack? Yeah, let's hack v hack. So, I mean, almost every game I did a hack v hack, but I never went into a game and everyone else was just a hacker lobby. I'm yet to see that. I've actually joined the game where I was in a hacker lobby, like all 5 of us were just raging, but I've never run into one.
Did you ever see the Overwatch where I had like 10 guys in a server on Assault hacking against each other?
I did. That was pretty interesting. I'd kind of like to play in a game like that myself, but then again, if I wanted to do that, I could just join a community server dedicated to it, so you never know. But
what rank is your usual rank on an account that you're hacking on?
If I'm cheating, like after my placement games, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
If I'm completely rage cheating, like I did for one of my accounts before it got banned, I did get placed, like I was completely rage cheating, like balls to the wall, BAME and whatnot, which is backwards aim. I got Supreme, but if I'm playing legit, I get about Gold Nova 3, Gold Nova 4.
What about if you're trying... Okay, so when you're typically cheating and playing, what would your normal account be if you were not rage
like,
cheating? Just
legit cheating or playing actually
legit
like
cheating.
No cheats? Oh, probably like, I don't know, around MG1, MG2. But that's with a really tiny F.
So what do you think the highest concentration of hackers is in what rank?
I would probably say the higher ends. I would either say like the really low ends of the ranks, because hackers either tend to stay at the bottom and just cheat with the lower ranks to see how mad they get, which I did that for one of my accounts. It's pretty fun. But there's also a lot of cheaters who just absolutely climb their asses through the ranks like in a few days, and they're at global. So I'd say the highest concentration of cheaters was either at global or like the really low silvers.
How often are your accounts all non-prime?
Well, I did have one prime account that got banned because one of my Smurfs got banned, and then that was the only Smurf I had left. But I have rage cheated in prime before, but all the other times were non-prime, because I only played like 2 games on that account before it got overwatched. So yeah, I'm mostly playing non-prime.
Let's see if there's any other questions.
Valve anti-cheat, I mean, it's a good anti-cheat, but I mean, there's many ways around it that I feel like if I worked at Valve, I could just sit there with one of their employees or something, VAC coders, I'll say coders. I bet I could just sit there for like maybe a whole work day, and I could just point out things in their code that they needed to fix, because there's so many issues with the way it's built.
Does cheating interfere with your morals or conflict with any personal interest?
Hey, Sneaky. What do you mean by that?
Like, when you're cheating, do you feel like it's more morally unethical?
Well, by unethical, do you mean like wrong? You feel like I'm doing something wrong?
Yes.
Sometimes I do feel like that. Like, I feel like it's wrong, but I think it's too fun to stop.
If all of a sudden it became completely illegal, like jailable, would you stop cheating?
Yes, I would delete everything from my hard drive that had cheats. Because if you could get in jail for it, I would obviously stop, because I'm just 15. I don't think I'd risk going to jail for something like that.
What do you think about people who make entire careers off selling cheats? Your mic isn't working, whoever that is.
Sneaky.
Yeah, Sneaky, your mic's not working.
Yeah, I plugged in a different headset. My computer just decided to update Windows 10.
Yeah, I hate that. It's like restarting and updating Windows is really? Right now? Like, it's just quit me out of a comp game before and given me a 7-day because of that. But back to what you said, Prophet, what was it?
Sorry, I was reading another question. I actually kind of spaced on that one.
Okay, any more questions you got?
I think that's actually pretty much it. I do have one more.
I see this one from Redshirt49. It's like, so I've heard you can bypass Overwatch by limiting the amounts of reports you get in 48 hours. Is this actually true? Seems pretty stupid if this actually works. Well, what I've done before is, in my experience, I think it's about... Sneaky, can you turn off your mic? I hear an echo.
Alright, 1 second. I'm trying to fix this shit.
I think that it's 11 reports in 1 day to get sent to Overwatch, but that's just a myth.
Hello?
I've never really seen
Oh,
any
okay, I
proof.
think it's working.
But it's like, I think it's true because I've rage cheated and I've only gotten 10 reports in 1 day because I played with a 5-man lobby with all my friends. None of them reported me, and I've got 10 reports in 1 day, and I never got sent to Overwatch. So I believe that it's 11 reports in 1 day. Redshirt, just in case you're curious.
Why do you think they'd do that? Why don't you think they'd have it like 11 reports total, and then you have like one of your demos randomly sent of the past? You know.
I don't think it's randomly sent. I think it's one of the ones where you got reported. Well, I mean, like, it is random of one of the ones you got reported in. Or maybe if it's the one you got reported the most. And Michael Relic, I see his thing. It's like, did you hear B-Hop got banned live? Did you hear that? Like, the guy you were doing the reviews of his videos, or not, that was iMeme, I'm sorry. The guy, you're watching his legit cheating video, B-Hop, he actually got VAC banned live on stream.
That is actually really awesome, I'm glad.
That's so nice. But yeah, I was actually watching his stream, and it's just like, VAC banned Reno.
Valve is actually working on new, cheat detection methods, actually, and they should be coming out this summer.
Yeah, I read about that, so I'm gonna, this summer, when I see the update, I'm actually just gonna, even if it's not an update, I'm just gonna be careful this summer, and I'm not gonna cheat until I hear any confirmation from major cheat providers that they found a way around whatever they've come out with, and if not, then I'm just not gonna cheat until that happens.
Have you ever heard of anyone that publicly admits and has shown off cheating in ESEA without getting caught?
Have I what?
You heard of anyone ever cheating in ESEA without getting caught and actually like showing evidence of them doing it?
Well, I've cheated in ESEA. I mean, if that's good enough for you, but I've also seen somebody cheating in CEVO. I know it's not the same, but I have seen someone cheating in CEVO. I don't really have any proof to show you because if it was a YouTube video, I could probably link it to you.
Do you feel that people underestimate the CEVO client?
I've never played CEVO myself, so I really can't tell you. Maybe Sneaky knows.
I haven't either.
Yeah, so I can't tell you. Oh, hello, Fawn. How's it going?
Hello.
Are you back, Fawn?
Yeah, I was talking. I guess my mic wasn't working.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Oh, yeah, we couldn't hear you.
Okay. Hey, if you could make a change to, like, cheat detection, stuff like that, what would you change to, like, detect more people?
I'd probably just take a page out of ESEA's book and do what they're doing is the kernel detections, like Sneaky said. Probably take a page out of their book and add that to VAC so that people with aimware and stuff, even though B-Hop is using aimware and he got VAC detected, which means something's working.
Or, honestly, what they could just do is just use a simple anti-cheat that could detect wall hacks. Then it would ban more than 80% of
Well, I would probably implement a feature where it takes a random screenshot of your game, like every 5 or 10 minutes, just to see if you can see anything, and it'll send it into maybe like a machine learning algorithm, which can detect if you have cheats or not, but that might take a long time to be implemented, because machine learning is a very painstaking process, but I feel like that could add a whole nother level of security if anyone's using visuals.
There would be a lot of...
Yeah, what's up?
What's stopping Valve from going to the websites that you go to look up the cheat stuff that you guys look up?
Well, I mean, basically, they don't really showcase what they do on their website. On the case of $5 cheats, they do tell you that you have to put it on a flash drive and whatnot. They could probably just go to $5 cheats websites and see, oh yeah, we should probably scan the D drive. But for other cheats, they don't really show it pasted on their website. What's up, Sneaky?
Honestly, I mean, they could honestly just get like buy
the cheats, yeah.
and then they could get the signature for the loader and get everybody VAC banned. But I think the reason why they're not, they make so much money off of people buying the game again.
Yeah, I think that's why they don't do anything extra about it too.
Everything they do there at Valve is for money. Like half, if not more, of the updates are just cases or skins or something.
If you want to see how much money they have, just check the Steam IDs as they continue to grow.
I know. Because there's so many. Didn't Steam IDs start